Hello and welcome to our second episode of Your Money Life Coach on eRadio with me, Barbara Mandel. This is your weekly Wednesday inspiration to act and manage your money better. In today's episode, we'll be looking at festive season on a budget. But before we go into spending, let's focus on saving. Before you start your festive season, you need to ensure that you've set money aside for your January debit orders. Failing to pay your debit orders in January and December will not only lead to increased bank fees for the months, but also could have an impact on your credit record. Missing your debit orders for your medical aid or insurance could leave you without cover, and should something happen, well, it can have a lasting effect on your finances and your wealth plan. We always spend more on basic items over the festive season as we have more time at home with our family. We spend more time outdoors and in shopping centres. This being said, how do you do festive season on a budget? The festive season is about winding down for the year, spending time with loved ones and focus on what really matters to you. One activity you can do that will fit in your budget quite nicely and create an activity for the whole family to get involved in is DIYing your Christmas decorations. Depending on how fancy you can go, it's a great way you can spend time with your family and save money at the same time. You can also even consider doing DIY Christmas wrapping paper. All you need is some brown paper, stencils and paint. This will also add a nice family feeling under the Christmas tree and give hours of entertainment for the kids. Christmas cards are still a tradition in many families. With technology, you can now do some really nice Christmas cards digitally. You can add videos, pictures, photos. You can make it an image that rotates with different photos. There's so many options you can do that can allow you to save quite a bit of money instead of sending the traditional Christmas card. Now that we have the decorations taken care of, it's time to plan for the activities. Planning your daily activities is crucial. And by planning, I'm not saying you should have every day planned according to a strict schedule. I'm saying you should plan a couple of activities and make it fun for your family to decide what to do for the day. This way you have a way to encourage the whole family in participating at the same time. This will reduce your costs for the festive season and will stop you from having frivolous expenses such as takeaways, meals, snacks, etc. Now let's get to that part we've all been waiting for, Christmas presents. We often feel like festive season gifts are a competition, and it's often the reason most people end up in debt they could not afford. This festive season, I want you to challenge yourself and get more personal with your gifts. A personal gift, especially if you add a bit of a message as to why or what made you think of buying this for this specific person, can have such a lasting impact and memory, and that's what it should be about. Years from now, the family will still talk about that personal gift rather than an expensive, unwanted, unpersonal gift. For families that experience the full effects of COVID-19 this year, or even just a part of it, consider a Secret Santa with a difference. Instead of Secret Santa the traditional way, the gift comes from the entire family. This is the true essence of the festive season. It's about giving and not about what you are receiving. When buying presents, make sure that you use your funds and your credit wisely. Plan your gift shopping beforehand. We live in a world where online shopping has made our lives so much simpler. We can shop around instead of being bullied by consumerism in stores, and often end up spending more than we planned, ending up paying off festive season gifts over a year or up to 3 or 5 years. This brings us to the next point, using credit wisely. Most credit cards allow you a 55-day interest-free option. When you transfer or withdraw cash from your credit card, these transactions generally attract interest from day one, as a credit card was mostly designed to temporarily fund your purchases, i.e. swiping, or nowadays typing. Using the budget option on your credit card is a nice way for someone to commit to the repayment of the purchases over the said or specified period. If you maintain your credit card by setting the full amount every month, then this might not be the best option for you. But if you are someone struggling to maintain your credit card regularly, this might be a better option for you, as there is a short-term commitment to make sure you pay this off. Store cards are another popular use of credit over the festive season. Most store cards offer a 6 or 12-month repayment period. The 6-month option sometimes does not have interest linked to it, whereas the 12-month repayment period does. Make sure you ask the question when you apply for the store card or when you make the purchase in store. Also remember that these accounts will have amounts due in January when you have additional expenses. While store cards is a great way to manage your credit, it's also a way for your credit to spiral out of control. So be mindful on what you spend on your store cards. Lastly, we get to Christmas Day. Most families plan their Christmas lunch with precision. Since 2020 was a difficult year and one that has brought many things that we've never seen before, why not try new traditions with Christmas lunch this year? Keep the favorites, as we all want some sort of normality, and challenge yourself and your family to find cheaper alternative options for the rest. Also, due to the demand being at its highest a few days before Christmas, see if you cannot buy some of the items a bit sooner. This will take more planning, but can be a very nice change for your family and save you a couple of rands. That's it for me today. Be sure to tune in next week Wednesday at 3 here on eRadio, where I'll be discussing setting mindful goals for 2021. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Your Money Life Coach, for more tips on how to manage your money better. Or you can visit our website at www.yourmoneylifecoach.co.za. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to next week.